So I got a couple of requests because there's been some issues with the Captivate app. And to be honest, I really don't use the Captivate app much anymore. I've been using it for my son's Instagram page, and that's pretty much it. Once I reached the 10,000 followers that I wanted to reach, I just wanted to do everything from there organically, and it has slowed down. It's slowed down quite a bit. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot more posting, and I'm starting to see different results. I'm gaining more followers, but also I've been getting a lot more people to interact with my content on Instagram. So while, like I said, I don't really use Captivate that much, there's been some issues with their cloud service. Instagram changed some policies and they took down the cloud feature from the Captivate app. So, I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but it is back up. The cloud feature is back up. So if you do use Captivate or you want to use Captivate, like I said, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't work for their company. I don't have any contact with anybody from that app. But if you guys do want to use it, it did work for me. I'm at 12,000 followers. I'm 40 years old. I'm not really, I'm not a supermodel or super talented or anything like that. So the fact that I have 12,000 followers shows that the app works. So there's a couple things I would have done differently when I was using the app that now I do for my son. Then I'm going to go into the other things that I've been doing with Instagram, just strictly in Instagram, being able to get followers to interact with my content, and it's been working a lot better. I've been getting a lot more interactions. I'm showing up on the Explore page. If you really work Instagram properly, you can grow organically. And that's what I'm going to show you guys today. If you open the Captivate app, and then you go into search, and then you type in, we're going to type in Guggen Squad. I do the same thing as them. I fish, I hunt, and all that stuff. So just type in Guggen Squad, and they're YouTubers. So type in Guggen Squad, hit them. Now I used to go and I used to hit the followers, and then I would follow their followers. I stopped doing that. Just because they follow them doesn't mean they're active on Instagram. They could have followed them 2 years ago and haven't gotten an Instagram since. So now what I like to do is I like to go to the newest post, and then you go down to where it says has likes, and then you hit likes, and then it's going to bring up people that actually liked that photo. Now it showed that there was 5,500 people, okay, that liked that photo, and it doesn't bring up all 5,500, so you don't have to worry about it loading 5,500 people. But I also noticed it won't load more than what it loads initially. Right now, as it's processing, whatever it loads when it's done processing, that's the most it's going to load from that picture. I don't know why that is. Like I said, I really don't use this app anymore for myself anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Then you just hit select. You can hit select all, hit non-following, whatever you want to do. We're just going to hit non-following. Now usually I would put them in the cloud queue, but with the app having issues with the cloud queue, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to do the local queue today. Add local queue, and then we're going to get out of here, and we're going to go to settings. Now if you see here it says local actions. Now you can change the settings for how fast you want to do this, and you can change it from 10 actions an hour to 50 actions an hour. Now it's set to 40, and then for the pending queue it'll show you all the actions I got. So I got 1,044, and what you're going to do is you're going to go into night mode. What night mode does is it does the same thing that the cloud queue does. It literally follows or unfollows users on your Instagram, but it does it with the phone running. So when the phone is running, it's going to initiate all these actions. So you don't really want to do this during the day. I mean, if you have an extra iPod laying around or an old iPhone or whatever, you can load it in, plug it in. You can have this thing run just like the cloud. You can run it 24 hours a day if you wanted to. But if you only have the one phone and you're using this phone, they call it night mode, I think, because you really should just use it while you're sleeping. And so you would hit start, and if you look here, basically it put my phone to sleep. You can't do anything. You can't answer the phone, you can't text, you can't check your Instagram, you can't check your Twitter, you can't do anything. Stop night mode, cancel, and then we're going to close out. Now, it still works. It's still going to do it, and like I said, I don't know what the issues are at Captivate. I know that Instagram had changed their policies and so on, saying something about bots and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't really use this anymore because I'm trying to do everything from now on organically. I just wanted to get to that 10,000 mark so that I could use the swipe up feature. I had some people request that I update my videos on the Captivate app. The cloud wasn't working. I just want to let everybody know I don't work for the company. I just use the app to help myself grow. I'm 40 years old. I'm not a model. I'm not a talented musician. Nobody really cares about me. I need something else to get the growth that I was looking for to promote my YouTube page. And everybody that did follow me, they chose to follow me. They didn't have to follow me back. And I will say that in the last couple months that I was using the app, you know, I would get, in the beginning, I was getting probably a 10% turnaround. So I would follow 1,000, I'd get 100 followers back. I would say it fell to less than 3% the last 2 months that I used it. So that was another reason I stopped using it. It wasn't working as well. So that's my update for the app. You know, I'm not trying to hate on the app at all. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If it's really super technical, I probably don't know the answer. And if you ask me a super technical question, I know you didn't watch this part of the video, so I'm probably not going to answer you. But so lately I've really been focusing on hashtags, and that's really where most of my growth and interactions have come from. If you want to do it all manually through Instagram, that's fine. You know, focus on the hashtags. They only have about 50,000 to 200,000 posts rather than the ones that have millions of posts. There's so many people using those hashtags. It's going to be hard to stand out. I never have the time to do that, and I tried to find a couple apps that would help me out doing that. And there's a couple that are called Hashtag, and I think another one called Tailwind. And I tried them for a little bit. It still wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, and I kept doing some research and I found this one. It's not even an app, it's a website. If you go to Chrome and you type in displaypurposes.com, then from there it pulls up this hashtag generator. My last post was about turkey hunting, so let's just stick with that. Turkey hunting. So we got 8 tags right there. So then another one would be hunting, and then let's type in Michigan because that's where I'm from. So right there it pulls up all these tags that have to do with those. If you're looking at it, you're like, oh, some of those don't really go, you know, with what I'm doing. It doesn't matter, because if somebody sees it and they're searching that other hashtag and they still see it, if they like the post, they're still going to like it. You can't unlike the post. They're just going to skip it. But then from there, so if you go down, it shows you the number of tags in the search volume. Now then you go from there, you go to copy mode, and then you just say copy. You don't paste it into your post. You go down to your first comment, and then you would put it in your first comment. And see how it has those 5 dots. When they don't have a comment, if you look right underneath the post there where it says view comments, when there's no other comments on your picture, the comment that's going to show up is yours. But with those 5 dots, all it shows up is the dots. It doesn't show that you have a whole bunch of hashtags, you know, on your comment. But it does show up in the search. So on the Explorer, people type in a certain hashtag, that's going to show up. They're going to find your picture and like it or pass it, one or the other. Now this is something you can do whether you have a company, whether you have a YouTube channel, or other social media stuff that you want people to see. I did this. I saw somebody else do it. I'm not going to lie, I didn't come up with this on my own. I created stories and then I've added them to my highlights. Any other story that I ever create that I want to go to a highlight, I'm just going to add that highlight to these other existing stories. We're focusing on YouTube right now, so basically I'm just going to show you my YouTube one. I mean, I guess I got Twitter here. Click on the story, let it load. I made a quick tweet and then I erased the tweet, but swipe up if you want to go to my Twitter page. And then I did the same thing with Facebook. I don't ever use Facebook, but if you guys want to go to my Facebook page, feel free. Josh McBoobies. And then I did a YouTube one. Now for the YouTube one, I thought, well, you know, what do you do with YouTube? You make videos. So I actually made a video. So these are all videos from my YouTube page. Any video you see here, you've seen on my YouTube channel. If you see anything in this YouTube story and you want to go watch it, go to my YouTube. Oh, I lied. That tractor is not on my YouTube, but I wanted to put that footage somewhere, so I put it in this story. Or that. Dang, I'm just lying my ass off. When you create the picture, it's a 9:16 ratio. You just turn it sideways, make it go vertical. I mean, everybody knows about vertical video now. If you put the logo right in the middle, it'll show up on your highlight. So when people go to your actual profile page, they'll see exactly what that highlight is about. You got your Facebook, you got your YouTube, you got your Twitter, whatever other, you know, social media things you use. If you use Snapchat or Tumblr or whatever, you can all make highlights for those. I heard that there's a hack so that you can get your highlights to swipe up without having the 10,000 followers. I don't know if that's true, but even if you don't have the 10,000 followers, just the fact that you're showing people that you have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, you know, whatever you're trying to promote, just put that name of what is in there on there, at least visually be able to see it so they know where to go. Since I've had those highlights in my story, I've actually noticed in my analytics that traffic is coming from Instagram to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe. I gotta go.